hospitalization rates are ticking upward in both Miami-Dade and Broward. In Broward, there are 919 beds available, or at 17% capacity.
We have seen a slow, steady increase in the number of cases in the community and the number of cases that are coming to the hospital, undoubtedly due to the recent outbreaks.
In Miami-Dade, the picture is more serious. We're still the most affected county of all counties in the United States. And we're number 7 in terms of deaths of all the counties everywhere in the United States. So that's really not good. But infectious disease expert Dr. Ailey Barney says treatments have improved, so people are leaving the hospital sooner. According to the county, Miami-Dade has 1,163 COVID patients in the hospital, and they occupy 241 ICU beds. The estimates now are that we need 90% of the population protected before we'll really be able to go back to normal. And if you think about that, we vaccinated less than 1% of the population at this time. There are reports of wealthy and well-connected people jumping the vaccine line in South Florida.
Just goes to show that
Push that, hold that Travis that water for it, don't throw it. Trying to see what this is, they done hung up now.
Despite the slow vaccine
Oh,
rollout
well.
and the surge in sickness,
Will the glasses be in your way, Sylvia?
No, it's not. It's not at all.
Yeah.
we still have the capacity presently, and then we can implement our crisis
Here's the top
or
for the cookies
contingency
on the other
plans
side.
for breaching that wall. To
You want some more?
continue to take care of the people that need us to do so.
I just want to put my foot up.
the vaccination schedule in South Florida will
It'd be good for a couple seconds, but like after like 5-10 minutes, it start throbbing, and I gotta sit my ass down somewhere like a good boy.
John, thanks. President-elect Joe Biden unveiled his nearly $2 trillion plan to fight the pandemic and boost the economy. It includes $400 million to deal with COVID-19, including more money for testing, assisting schools, and vaccinations. Biden called the vaccine rollout so far a, quote, dismal failure.
Almost a year later,
It's starting to turn out really good, Alan.
the honest truth is this: things will get worse before they get better.
It's longer when you get up to the top.
Biden's plan also includes $1,400 stimulus checks. Senator Rick Scott released a statement about the Biden plan, saying there is no question that we must do more to support those whose livelihoods have been torn from them.
$1,400 stimulus check.
Not throwing massive spending
Dang.
at this
Look at Macy's closed up and all them people out of work.
Right.
tax code.
Great.
But it was,
That is great.
that's okay. They're supposed to send us another 1,400.
Yes,
That'll
ma'am.
be enough to get my bathroom fixed.
And then some. You'll be able to live, girl.
Also, an 11-year-old girl missing in Homestead. Tonight, the new Blue police are hoping we'll help find her. Next.
Honoring the Capitol heroes for the first time, we're hearing from the officers who risked their lives during the assault.
Get the CBS
I feel
Miami
like the
app on
money
any
that I
device.
got paid
Search
from
CBS Miami and download now.
from the IRS, I can actually use that to pay for my kids.
Be good to see
Recent
you.
years, robotic assisted surgery has been effective in treating certain gynecologic cancers. Robotic surgery incorporates sophisticated medical devices.
What's wrong with your
that allow
tooth?
doctors to operate
There's a cavity.
through tiny incisions
Oh, that
with
shouldn't
great
cost.
precision when targeting tumors. This technology means less downtime.
Nobody get a check for you?
Better results
Yes.
for women.
Well, then you should be able to use their Medicaid, Medicare that they have, because you're entitled to use it. They find a dentist that fix your teeth.
What do you mean a check for you? What do you mean a check for you?
She's talking about the money.
What you didn't see from her.
Oh, like the IRS money.
Tonight at 7:30 on CBS 4.
I don't know if I ever want to make the decision to go with you to
Just better views. Still making an
to the department. What is it? The Social Security Department.
Still your to-do list.
They ain't open yet, no way.
They're open to appointments. They're not open to the public.
Oh, so you had to call and make an appointment.
Yes, ma'am. And you have to have a darn good reason.
Cause
Yeah,
I need to take my phone.
I've been doing a lot of work since I've had a house. A lot of work. But what are we talking about? Oh yeah, the Social Security Department. to see if not qualified for Social Security benefits, at least see if she can get a therapist or medication, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be very positive. And I think that'll help a lot. Yeah, that's a journey for another day. It's a journey for another day. How you feeling, Alma? Is it painful?
No.
Yeah, well, still not really good.
That's 'cause my girl got them hands.
Practice makes perfect.
Perfect. And she's been practicing a long time. I am physical evidence and proof. The only other person that has touched my hair is probably like 2 other ladies when she wasn't available. But other than that, these whole 8 years, it's been silly. Super sexy silly.
New video tonight from Homestead Police in the search for a missing 11-year-old girl. Police are looking for Kanaya Smith. This is video from the Juice Cafe on Northeast 8th Street where police say the girl was seen going inside. Police say she asked to use a telephone and was seen wearing a white t-shirt, white socks, and a red mask. She was reported missing from her foster family's home. Foul play is not suspected, but if you know where she is, call police.
They mistreated her at their home. That's why she left.
Members of Congress want to
I
award the
bet you.
Congressional Gold Medal to Eugene Goodman. He was the U.S. Capitol Police officer who lured the rioters away from the unguarded chambers, allowing members of Congress time
Damn,
to
yeah, now that I think
evacuate.
about
Officer
it.
Goodman was not the only one to risk his life
Wow, that's a
during the
lot of work.
siege.
I just the friend that doesn't have an ID, I was just like, why didn't he just go get an ID from the driver's place? But then I really thought about it. He has to go get. In order to have that, he has to have proof of mail and he has to have proof of address. He doesn't have that. He works at a mechanic shop and he sleeps in the trailer.
You just tell him he homeless. He need an ID. He should able to get one base just on that.
Then he would have to give up his social. In order to give up his social, in order to get his actual Social Security card, he'd have to go down there to the Social Security department. In order to get your Social Security department card, you have to have a birth certificate. In order to get the birth certificate, you have to go down there to the birth certificate.
He can go there and get the paper and fill it out and mail it off himself. I don't think he have to go through all of that.
I hope so. I've been through that shit. Well, at least not the birth certificate part. I've had to go and get my grandpeople's certificates. But my certificate I never had to replace, which I should, because I'm not able to find it at these moments. But I do have my social and my ID. Yeah, that's when they attacked the Capitol.
Look at him.
My God, are you serious?
She didn't see it the other day.
So you see it? You always have the same reaction.
I'm sorry, because the first time I see this, I'm like,
And the police trying to keep him out of there. He should have had some help right there. But help, they all spread it out.
Lawmakers introduced a bill saying Goodman deserves Congress's highest civilian honor for putting
Highest
his
civilian
life at
honor.
risk to save them. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington. Also new at 5, did you feel a mysterious shaking or tremble this afternoon? Well, if you did, you are not alone. People from Key Largo to West Penn to Weston and Coral Springs are reporting windows and glass doors shaking and feeling some sort of a tremor. We have some video sent to us by a resident in Kendale
That's a little
Lakes.
damn
And you can
earthquake.
see from her home surveillance gets up to see what was causing her sliding glass door to rattle. In response to resident questions, the city of Weston tweeted there was no explosion there and even cited the reports of rumbling in several counties. They too did not have information on what caused that feeling at
Oh
the
my
time. So we
God.
should note though there was a 5.9 magnitude earthquake that hit Guatemala about an hour before South Florida felt that shaking. CBS 4 News is continuing to make calls, and if we get more information, we will bring it to you.
That is a mystery.
Guatemala.
I didn't feel
I
it.
didn't feel anything.
Earthquake in
I
Guatemala.
didn't need to jump in.
Your sweaters.
Well, the first thing I would have thought about an earthquake coming.
Outside today, a little change of scenery for you, Greg.
Yeah, I figured, you know what? As long as the mosquitoes and the humidity stay away, I
do the weather outside maybe like every Friday or something, just to mix it up a little bit because trust me, working from home in the living room after a while, it just you kind of want to change the scenery, right? Let's talk about that earthquake. So shortly after noon,
Thank God I'm alive.
Guatemala,
Thank
on the
God
coast of
I'm here.
Guatemala in the Pacific, there was a
Blessing every second,
earthquake.
every moment,
Now,
every
typically,
second.
what we feel here in South Florida is from the North Atlantic plate and the Caribbean plate, or the North American plate and the Caribbean plate rubbing against each other, and that's triggers the earthquakes up.
It
Sometimes
just reminds me of when I was in school and they was saying like tornadoes, hurricanes, and we thought it was funny and cool, and it's very destructive.
I hated when we had to have a tornado watch drill because you have to put all the children
Underneath?
under. Is it underneath
Yeah,
the desk? Underneath the desk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that happens in the elementary school, Santa Clara. And they have an alarm and it would go beep, beep, the whole day. Like, my God, that's one of the alarm.
It's going to be a zero right through the weekend.
It's amazing how I was in the store.
Wind right now, southwest of 10. Radar is showing some showers increasing on the west coast. This is along the cold front, and we may see a few showers here later tonight and early tomorrow before the cooler air comes on in. Current temperatures mainly in the mid 70s across South Florida right now, looking pretty good. And the satellite loop across the area showing just a little bit of cloudiness thickening up late today. Zooming out, and you can see that band of clouds along the front, and that is what's coming our way. There's the cold front right now, 70s ahead of the front, 60s behind the front. Also more breeze near and behind the front. We're going to see the breeze pick up later tonight, and then during the day tomorrow.
Be holding us up like this.
And also temperatures tonight in the 50s and 60s tomorrow. Much of the day is in the 60s. We struggle to get to the 70s, and then tomorrow night lows will be in the 40s, 50s in the Keys. And then for Sunday, once again, not really warming up, sunshine and temperature struggle.
She be trying to perfect the craft.
Big area of low pressure in the middle.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Those are really, really
Swing that cold front on through.
I don't think she
For tonight,
minds.
stray showers later on.
But she says she's gonna put in the
Temperature
ponytail.
around 60 for tomorrow. Look for a good deal of sunshine later in the day, but cooler temperatures as well. Highs right around 70
I have to go
degrees.
someplace to find me some more
Offshore,
scars.
westerly are 15 to 20 seizure with 2 to 4 feet of moderate chop on the base.
I either go someplace where they sell material and have them cut out me some different color and hem it for my some scars.
He better enjoy that short sleeves while he can. Still ahead on CBS 4 News at 5, a rough landing in Pembroke Pines, a small plane running off the runway at North Ferry Airport. What the FAA is saying about the incident. What's this?
I'm Ted Scott in Alabama, where fire broke out inside of a family apartment. You can see some of that damage here.
Oh my God, look at that.
No place to live. That story's coming up on CBS 4 News.
Nothing stained but the refrigerator.
With a donation to help minority health care and making sure some frontline workers had a good meal and a good time today. I'm Steve Goldstein. The story is next.
Where and where?
Still fake news, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still beginning to live, just less. Are we there yet? The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Get a $5,500 cash allowance on those 2020 Equinox models. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $750 cash allowance, and eligible Geo card members can use an additional $1,000 in bonus earnings toward their purchase.
Your wireless, your rules, your savings. When you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you could save up to $300 a year. Choose from flexible wireless data options on the most reliable network. Now with nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together for just $35 a month, and you could save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. Click, call, or visit a store today.
So, what should we do today?
Should we just go see a movie?
Yes.
I'm always up for a good movie. The Rogue, in the all-new fiercely reimagined Nissan Rogue. Get a low $229 per month lease on Rogue, or get 0% financing for up to 84 months on 13 models.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance?
I know she look like a man.
So what are you waiting for? Get Love Group tags in to
Like
help you
woman?
plan to serve.
Yeah, she look like a man. Look at her face. huh? Whoop, there it is. Mm.
My father had 2 heart attacks and is missing half of his lungs from smoking. It really makes me regret ever starting. I don't want to smoke because I don't want to be like my dad. I don't want to be in a wheelchair with an oxygen machine behind me. I want to quit.
Then they run back these commercials until it's drilled in your brain.
Well,
They
they
do it
talking
worse than school. At least school is like 8
They're
hours.
trying to get the word out. Smoking ain't no good for you. That's what they're trying to keep on. You'll be right. Can't breathe one day.
Nah, I'm not smoking that stuff. I'm not smoking none of that stuff. And I'm gonna stop smoking period. It's gonna become a edible thing.
Jim Lauren, it's another step towards that pledge. They keep partnering with Direct Relief, a humanitarian aid
It's gonna be a
organization.
digestive
$1
thing.
million
And you
donation
can't go against saying greens ain't good for your digestion.
South Florida's minority communities. And today they mixed in a little
Little man
fun, too.
having me some greens. He ain't had none in a while.
See?
I think I got some in my
Now, all
freezer.
dancing aside,
But I
they
don't know
making
how
the
long they've been in
presentation
there.
today of $1 million check at Community Health of South Florida, which will benefit from a donation through Direct Relief. The goal is to address the healthcare gap in South Florida minority communities.
We are also very.
That's why I need to go get healthcare. Sylvia, I know we're gonna go get healthcare. And go get our teeth fixed. Where's my phone? Somebody assist me with the phone.
Ugh. Use Alma's phone to call your number.
No, I know where my phone is. It's in the living room over there.
I'm gonna go get it, or you gonna?
Pretty please with sugar on
But
top.
today, 550 meals were served to frontline workers and patients. Leading the distribution from the Heat, former player Glenn Rice.
I'm trying to make sure we get out there and take care of frontline health workers, frontline workers who are definitely.
What's wrong with your phone? Why is it off?
Because I was charging it, I was trying to make sure I got the most amount of charge I needed to, with no distractions.
That's when you turn it off?
Oh, look at the food there. That looks so good.
With the Heat to help support minority-owned restaurants.
See?
I would have went out there today.
That's where we going tomorrow.
How much they're appreciated.
We're 110% behind them every day.
It's this lady used to come and clean up, take care of Corey, clean up his room and stuff. She's sick now. And whenever somebody give me a box, I take it and I give it to her. You know, I would like to pick her up tomorrow and where they gonna be at?
Daily in the community, supporting financially
Daily.
and emotionally in these difficult times. Steve Goldstein, CBS 4 News.
You know, this is what they do. They give the information in the beginning. They give the story after.
Moments for a family when flames break out inside their apartment. Extensive damage was done, but fortunately the family of 6, including 4 children, made it out safely.
And tonight, the Red Cross is helping them with their needs. CBS 4 says Galvin has more on what happened from Miami.
The fire broke out around 7 o'clock in the morning. This is the area where it was mostly. This is the kitchen area. You can see extensive damage in there. This is located near Northwest 26th Street and 24th Avenue in Alabama, and it left a family without a home.
26th Street and 24th Avenue. Damn.
Jessica said she was cooking when suddenly the kitchen caught on fire. That's when she sprang into action, yelling for help to get her family of 6 out of the burning building and to safety. The smoke began to rise, she said, and then it turned black. She ran and got her youngest child. A neighbor helped get the other 3 who were sleeping.
When our units arrived on the scene, they saw heavy smoke and flames showing from the 2nd floor, and they immediately made access into the apartment to begin to extinguish the fire.
As that was going on, his neighbor Jose Martinez's apartment was filling with smoke.
Mucho humo por todos lados.
He said with so much smoke, he went out onto his balcony, but got trapped.
What's Umo? That child. Umo.
Helped him down.
Oh, mucho Umo, mucho Umo.
Engine 6 extended a ladder. They made their way upstairs into the
dice
apartment,
mucho
making sure
fumando.
there was no other victims, and they
No,
assisted
that's
visitors down
smoking.
to safety.
Jessica is grateful that she, her
That's
husband,
all.
and 4 children are all okay.
Means
But wondering
drops
how
of
they're going
smoke.
to make it after
My goodness, what the kinds of kitchen is that?
The burned up kitchen, that's what came. Everything but the refrigerator and the cabinet, not burned.
A small plane goes down near the North Curry Airport at Pembroke Pines this morning. Chopper 4 over the scene just before noon. A spokesperson for the airport says the plane was taking off when something went wrong.
29th Street
The plane ended up in the grass
and
off the
24th
runway. The
Avenue.
pilot was the only person on board.
That's over there by the
So he
McDonald's.
was able to get out without being hurt.
Because the McDonald's is
culprit of a security scare Wednesday that shut down the Venetian
the
Causeway.
McDonald's is
Today makes his second
22nd.
appearance in court. Raja posts a $5,000 bond. One condition, though, he must immediately check into a mental health facility for 30 days. Police say Raja left 10
But on
suitcases
tonight, all that money he said I have on the house
explosives behind
reservation.
in a hotel room before going to the airport. The security scare also prompted a partial shutdown of MIA.
An early morning crash sent two elderly people to the hospital. It happened around 5 this morning on Northwest 10th Avenue in Miami. You can see the aftermath of the crash. Police say the two victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And getting back now to the presidential transition, the host of Face the Nation, Margaret Brennan, joins us now. Margaret, thank you so much for being with us. It's been another history-making week. It feels like we say that every single week lately. So let's talk about the Senate's plans and what they're thinking for the second impeachment trial of the president.
We don't know the Senate plans yet because there has not been a clock that has started ticking yet. The House is still holding on to those articles of impeachment. And what we know is a current Republican
It's
leader
5
in the
o'clock.
Senate has said it's
Around
open to a
7:30, I'll
trial,
take my
but
medicine.
it would conflict with inauguration, which is in 5 days. We know Democrats are soon poised to take control of the Senate. So while they may want to hold the trial, they have to make the political choice of whether they want to hold a trial of then former President Trump at a time when they could be legislating the current president at that time, Joe Biden's agenda. They also have to work through some of these issues with constitutional scholars who are debating, because this has never been used this way. Can you hold a Senate trial of a former president? This is what the founding fathers carved out as a way to hold presidents accountable. And the idea is to hold President Trump accountable for incitement, but if he's no longer president, how can this be used? There are a lot of issues that are being debated by scholars right now, but the bottom line is this question of what will be done to hold the president and his allies to account for their role in perpetuating this lie that the election could be overturned by seizing the
Yeah,
Capitol.
I'm just amazed.
All right, Margaret, and President-elect Joe Biden still has not taken office.
That the mind extends all the way to the toes.
Working on their coronavirus
Sounds
plan,
poetic
a
to me.
vaccine plan, an aid plan for millions of
mind
Americans who are
extends all the way
struggling
to the
right now.
toes.
Can you break down that plan
I
for
can
us?
control my little small toe.
We're going to have the new CDC director, the incoming CDC director, Dr. Rochelle Walensky, on the program Sunday, and hopefully she'll help us do that. What we know from what the president-elect announced today is that he
So
hopes
you gotta
Congress
stop
will
recording
approve
so
tens
much
of billions of dollars to
And it's
help
gonna
with
take up
vaccine
all the memory in your
distribution.
phone.
One of the ways he wants to use the
What you
money
need to do is
to,
record
for
the
example,
last few
reimburse
and the
states
first
if
beginnings.
they
You're gonna
activate
take
their
up all the
National
memory in your
Guard
phone and then
members
your
and
phone's not
ask
gonna
those
work
Guard members to
properly.
distribute the
You
vaccine.
want me to
That's
stop you
something
now?
they've used
I'm
successfully
guessing,
in the state
yeah.
of West
Whenever
Virginia, for
possible.
example. Their
But
governor will be joining us
that
on
might be one
Sunday
of
to
the
talk
mysteries
about
as to why your
how
phones
they are
don't
rolling
work.
out their vaccine in a way that has allowed them to use 70% of the supply the CDC handed them. Many states aren't even
What
close
you need to
that.
do is start
And
buying
this is
memory
West
cards if
Virginia,
you're gonna have
Virginia,
that much
a
memory
state, a rural state, an
on
area
video.
where we were told it's going to be difficult. So
And it
there are
doesn't
some
cost too
lessons
much. It's
there
like
we learned at the
$10
state
for a
level.
small
We'll have
chip. You can have a
conversations
billion
Sunday.
of those
We
small
know
chips
tens
and
of
a
thousands of
dresser
national
and a
guard troops
cabinet
are already
for the
in
rest of
place
your
in
life.
Washington,
Who
D.C.
cares?
Next week's inauguration, what more can you tell us about
But
security
yeah,
leading up to
you
that?
can't mess up your phone over it.
Got it.
As we count down, we're about 5 days out. Security's getting tighter and tighter. I've lived in the city for some time. We are used to a security presence given who lives
I
here,
think you
but
can
I've
get like
never
a
seen
64
anything
gig
like
for
this.
like,
There
let me tell you right now.
upwards of 20,000 National Guard members, some of them carrying weapons here to protect.
When you get a
against
smartphone
attacks
and you start getting into this habit, you're gonna be dangerous.
transfer of power. This is
When
really
you plug in your smartphone and you be like, you know what?
and as we know from
What is the
FBI,
number to
they
da da
work
da da da?
all
And you just
other
go to your
state
smartphone and be
capitals
like,
as well. That's why this weekend
what's the
we're
number
talking
for
to
the
St.
IRS?
Paul, Minnesota about what they're expecting.
You know when I dial 411 on my
Internal
phone?
Revenue Service, IRS, can be reached at 800-829-1040.
Oh, you're gonna be dangerous.
But on my phone, when I try to dial 411, they'll come on, but then they come back and say no number was found.
See?
They ain't been looking for it.
No, it's just 411 isn't being updated anymore like that. People getting lazy. That's what
Why
I'm
the hell
saying.
they just cut it off, period?
I don't understand it exactly. But yeah, when you start learning to do this, you're gonna be dangerous. Look, Alma.
Well, I done had it before my phone before.
No, but I'm gonna set it up where you just speak to it, and all you gotta do is be like, "Doo-doo. Call Stefan, Doo-doo. Call da da da." Doo-doo.
Well, now how can I get Alexa
To be plugged in, we have to set it up tomorrow. I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna put an alarm on my phone, so that's what we think about. Nothing but tomorrow to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, a phone is dangerous when you learn to use it the right way. And I was always
Yeah, 'cause
against it.
Stefan answered the phone.